Okay, so hi guys, and welcome to your reading for July. Well, actually, this reading will be a collective reading and a timeless reading. So, whenever you find it, that's the right time for you. Whether it's a month, 3 months, 4 months ahead, it is the right time for you. And the timing, if any is mentioned, it will be for you at that time. Great. So, that aside, welcome back. It's the beginning of the second half of the year. Well done. We made it through. We hung in there, and we also pull through for any tough situations. And I was messaging some of the people on my newsletter saying that so what? Setbacks happen all the time, and you will make it through. You will be all back ready as rain in 6 months. So, guys, remember that if there was anything that happened in the first 6 months, well, first off, let me just give you a little summary of what we're covering today. We have the strawberry full moon that happened 2 days ago. Well, actually, it was yesterday, on the 29th of June. And we also have Jupiter, big, expansive planet Jupiter, going to Leo today. And then we also have Mercury that went retrograde yesterday until I think the 23rd of July, yeah. So just about 3.5 weeks. Today we're also going to have a little bit of a teaching because I have had many questions from some of you guys. So a little few things. As you can see, I've already lit some um, uh, incense, but this is the stronger one. It's more like it's Laban. It's called Laban. But I think all my different types of clients use different things. All for clearing energy. It could be myrrh. A lot of my clients who are Christian use myrrh or frankincense. My Hindu clients use Laban. Then you also have sage, or my Zulu clients using pepper. So you could use anything really. You could even use Palo Santo. I have some clients in Brazil. Oh, what was that? In Brazil, I think somebody's lighting some fireworks here. In Brazil, yeah. So that's a positive sign. Fireworks for the next half of the year. So, yeah, we're talking about Brazil when that happened. Maybe with the FIFA World Cup, all of the energy of the football excitement, and then we have fireworks. Anyway, all of the different types of cleansing all help to cleanse the energy, clear the energy. So if you've been going through some type of something, anything, feel free to light something to cleanse. The smoke cleanses, right? As you know, when you have a fire, or if you go for a swim in the ocean, or you have a campfire or fire of any sort, the smoke cleanses you. So my point is, any element would cleanse you, whether you swim in the ocean, or you have smoke from a fire, or if you're in a tornado, but no, that wouldn't count, air. And the last one is if you earth, yeah, you don't want to be in a volcano, but if you lay on the ground, you would call that grounding, and you would clear your energy that way too. It would just take a bit longer. So I have one lit today for our session, just to make sure that you can feel that, because many people have asked me about it. And yes, I usually light it before, sometimes during a session, but usually don't see it because if I'm talking, sometimes the smoke gets too much, but it's okay today. So number one. Number two, people have also asked me about chakras, and I quickly want to let you know that chakras are basically energy centers in your body. And if you see, there's seven here. So we're not going to go through all of them, but they basically starting from your head, going down to your base chakra or root chakra, which is at your feet. And all of that has to do with basic activities like work, family, income, living, life force, energy. So if you're feeling sluggish, it's probably your base chakra that needs help. And then there's crystals as well. So yes, crystals do give off energy, guys. I mean, please don't send questions to me like, why is a stone giving energy? I mean, if you're asking that question, you're on the wrong channel. You can click off the channel and go to another beginner channel. But just to make it simple, not a beginner channel. I don't mind beginner questions, but I do mind, or it's annoying getting questions about something if somebody doesn't know it, and questions in a way that sounds like they're belittling it, because it doesn't make sense, right? If you know that there's energy coming from you, and you are made up of water, you're made up of earth because you eat fruit and veg from the ground, and you're also made up of air, and you, because you have hollow spaces inside you, and you're made up of fire. Yeah, you have heat in you. So just like that, the earth is made up similarly of those four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. So the crystals are minerals from the earth, and the earth gives off energy. The scientific proven that it's called Schumann resistance. You can Google that. And the earth itself gives off energy. So the earth's contents or minerals also give off energy. So this is from an element. Of course, it's going to give off energy. Water gives off energy. It's scientifically proven as well. You can measure the energy of water, how its molecules and atoms and ions and all of that change structure with different input it receives. I forgot the name of that, but it was, I think it was Kayamoto or something, some Japanese experiment. But there are many experiments. And then there's, so that's earth, there's water, fire. I mean, you don't have to ask me if fire gives off energy. You just burn your finger, and if you don't feel the energy, that's your problem. And the last one is air, fire, earth, and water. Air. So air, I mean, definitely you will feel energy of air. If you're stuck in a tornado or hurricane, you will feel that energy of air. So and wind speed is a form of energy, right, from air. So guys, the crystals don't. Again, it's there to give you energy. If you don't understand it, you don't, understand it, and you're not open to understand. That's okay. But then please don't, or at least those who do understand it and use it, or help use it to help yourself and others. Well, you don't need to focus on those who don't understand, because you just need to focus on yourself. So remembering the crystals are there to help you, energize you. It has energy, so it helps energize you, and each one has different properties. There's amethyst, good for certain, rose quartz, good for something, citrine, tourmaline, that helps clear your energy really well. So those are some, guys. And let's get back to the cards and the energy for this time a month. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not going to pull cards for each sign. I'm going to pull the collective cards, because I find that the readings usually cover a collective energy, and I've tried doing this and it seems to be working out pretty well, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've already pulled out certain cards. I really love shuffling and pulling cards on camera, but while today I plan to surprise you and use another deck of cards. So not just my angel oracle cards, but also tarot cards. I haven't used these cards on a reading yet. I don't think I have. I used it personally. I got it from. I don't usually prefer tarot cards. I prefer oracle cards, and I think a lot of my clients appreciate that because they understand it better, the pictures, right? But I find the tarot recently increasingly interesting, and I do use it for myself or others sometimes. I just haven't used it in reading, and I've got these cards for a long time from, I think, a flea market somewhere, Mind Body Soul flea market, and I really, oh, it actually says Mind Body Spirit, and I actually like them a lot because they remind me of Uno cards. I don't know how many of you remember Uno from back in the day. Well, some of you probably still play it. And it reminds me of Joker, Joker cards. And the cards itself is really graphic and colorful, and I like this the titles are not just queen or king, etc. They also like princess and prince, and I like those. So we're gonna use a bit of that today, but you're gonna be a little patient with me because I'm quite familiar with the major cards and the common cards, but not so much all of them or everything, and that's okay because a lot of my collective is also learning about tarot, and so you can follow along with me, and we can use those that come easily, and those that don't, I'm basically going to use it in conjunction with oracles. So we'll use what resonates and leave the rest, as you should with every reading. But also, you know that I don't just look at the face value of the card. I also go with the description, the vibe, or the energy, or the feeling I get with each card, as well as the graphic on it, okay? Because all of those resonate with the energy we're pulling for the collective today. So, guys, before we start, I know we haven't started yet, but there's so much of astrological stuff happening right now, and we're halfway through the year, so there's so much great energy because the first 6 months, as I said, might have felt like you're hanging in there. I actually made a note of what I wanted to say. I have it here, but I also wrote it down. The first 6 months could have felt that you've had a little setbacks, be it in relationships, finance, spirituality, a career, home, family, could be anything. And generally in life, there are setbacks. But the good news, all right, is the next half of the year proves to be more promising and more of a peaceful road, more of an easier road, and it'll help you recover what was lost in the setbacks and accelerate and amplify your progress. For example, I will help you understand why. When you have doors closing and doors opening, there's actually a great movie, Gwyneth Paltrow movie called Sliding Doors, if you're able to watch that. And the whole movie stems around the fact that when the doors close, she doesn't make it to do certain things in her life, and when they open, she passes through, and lots of things, doors open in her life. Things fall into alignment, the stars align, so it were, but also things align in her life. So the point of this being is that in your life things might close, and certain times they may open. The opportunities may present themselves. Doors may close, certain times they may open. It could be any area of your life: family, home, relationships, career. Again, every area that could be travel, any area of your life that you want or that's important to you could, it happens this way, right? And it's not just astrology. There's so many factors in life that it's also your free will. It's numerology, astrology, but it's your free will. It's actions taken, actions not. So don't always think that you don't have power. It's not just the door opening and closing. It's your input and your effort and all of that, your manifestation. Of course, that's most and primary important. That's the most, primary uno importance. But generally, we want things to help us smoothly, right? Go smoothly. So that's the significance I'm seeing of doors opening and closing. So my point is, at this point of the year, doors are opening. Jupiter is moving into Leo today. Today. And 29th, which was yesterday, was the strawberry full moon. And I just want to remind you, the strawberry full moon actually brings, I made some notes here, it's a powerful time because it's a powerful time to set intentions for the year ahead, right? The 6 months ahead, and also to spend some time under the moonlight if you can. So the moon's energy doesn't just last one day, it lasts 3 or 4 days before and after the actual day. So I think it happened yesterday, early hours of the morning in South Africa. So South African time, well, actually, it was last night if you were in like the US or something, but it happened early this morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m. plus minus in South Africa. So I think it happened around 9 p.m. last night in the US, and for us it was 3 a.m. and in Australia, it'll be in the evening. But that happened this morning. So 3 or 4 days before and after, we're still in this energy, guys. We're still in the strawberry full moon. No, it's not a cherry full moon or blueberry full moon. It's strawberry. Sorry, it's funny. We name these moons after fruit, but it is a reddish moon and it is closest to the Earth out of all the moons this year so far. So you might see it a bit bigger than usual moons. And I remember last year around June looking at the moon and with a friend, and we thought this is the first time we've seen the moon so large. But now I understand why. And I remember that moon. It was June because we were doing something that here at the beachfront. And now when I look back on it, it was this moon. So guys, the moon is very beautiful at this time. Jupiter is going into Leo at this time. Leo is all about luxury and beauty and the finer things in life. And Jupiter is such an expansive planet. Jupiter itself will expand whatever it touches. And I made some notes about Jupiter as well. So this is all the reasons why it's a powerful energetic upgrade. Okay, but Jupiter entering Leo today could make it the best. I'm sorry to move the camera, guys, but blocking my notes. It could make it the best year in a decade because Jupiter only goes. Jupiter only goes into Leo once every like a plus minus decade, right? Because it goes into all the other signs. So it's going into Leo after a plus minus a decade. It could therefore be the best year in your decade. And why? Because Leo is so expansive, it's joyful, it's abundant blessings, it's beauty, it's nurturing, it's nourishing. So you can align that, your home, your energy, yourself, with this energy of expansiveness, joyfulness, abundance. It can help you to shine brighter, create more freely. To create more freely. We spoke about that last month. And to also receive bigger opportunities, bigger blessings, to align with them. We spoke of the open doors just now. To align with the things, the open doors opening in your life. Wherever area that could be: love, finance, career, home, spirituality, travel, education, everything. If I'm missing something, just write it below in the comments. So guys, the last time Jupiter was in Leo was around 2014 to 2015. So you can think back, but what did you experience at that time? What was brand new for you then? What was happening for you then? What began for you then? And also what ended, because those things you're releasing, you're probably going to release now also. We release people, places, and things all the time because we need to in life. They're not always beneficial for us. Sometimes they're toxic for us, and we need to let go so we can invite the new beginnings for our lives, for ourselves. The new niceness, right? The nice energy, not toxic energy, niceness, and also new love, new. When I say love, could be love, self-love. It could be also energy, new energy, love for new energy, new beginnings, and also I'm switching things off here. I'm sorry, I'm switching the notes off. But we're inviting newness inside. Let me open this again, guys. Sorry. Um, I switched off the laptop with the phone. Wow. Yeah, so we're inviting this new energy in. So we have to let go of the old, because you can't fill a container or a cup with new energy or new liquids if you don't let go of the old. So that's just the best analogy I can give you. You have to let out the old for the new to come. So I'd always recommend to anybody to let the old out first before you welcome the new, because when you welcome the new, there's no space for the old. Example, say you had a house or a flat and you were inviting guests over. You can't have a keep inviting guests without letting some go. Yeah, does it make sense? So same with people, places, things in your life, even projects in your life, tasks, anything, job. You need to let the old go to welcome the new. Great. So coming back to that, it's a great boost of confidence. It's a great, it's a great boost of confidence. It's creativity, intuition, and prosperity during this lucky time. It's a lucky transit. It's great transit, I think, and we'll come back to why it's amplified with the other aspects just now. But remember, declutter, because that'll help you amplify your luck energy, guys, in all these areas. Why I say it's amplified is because Jupiter is expansive, Leo is abundant, and you have Mercury retrograde. Okay, so in conjunction with all of this, with the conjunction of the full moon, which, as we said, sets your intentions, helps you speak your intentions into reality. It helps you to it's a powerful time, yes. So it helps you set those intentions into reality by speaking it into existence. So under this full moon, you could speak what you want into reality. And I know there's a lot of positivity, guys. I know a lot of people speak a lot of positive things into reality, but a lot of people speak a lot of negative things into reality. Some negative, we all come across them, negative Nancy's, I like to call them. I mean, they could be male, but generally they feel I'm joking. That's just a joke. But generally, you will know people in your life who are negative, whether you see them or not. You will know, especially if you're on this channel and you're my usual followers or regulars, you will sense them, whether energetically or not, whether you see them or not. And as much as you might intend positivity, intend, as much as you might intend positivity into a reality, there are some people who will intend negativity into reality. Yeah, that is just law. As there is positive, there's always negative. I sense at this, and it is part of everything. As there's day, there's night, as there's sun, there's the moon. So you cannot be naive to think there aren't this. So when during these powerful times of creation and you're creating this positivity, there are people who are creating negativity or intending negativity for even you. So why I bring this up is it's great to only talk about the positive, but fortunately life happens, and it's important for me to let you, my collective, know. When I say collective, it's talking about everyone watching the videos, right? It's a collective energy that we're all in while watching these videos, because even if you watch this video now, whenever you watch it, it's going to help impact you positively. That's the whole intention of why I'm creating the videos. So there's general group who wants to enact and feel and intend into positivity, and you will. And there's another group who watch it just so they can learn or do negative Nancy crap. So when this happens, just trust and know that why I'm saying it is because you probably have things or people that happen in your life this way. Just trust and know that the positive will always outweigh the negative. So they might intend those things in reality, but usually those things backfire and go back to them. One, or it doesn't fruitify, it doesn't come into fruition. Your good intentions will fruitify because you have a good intention for yourself and others, or at least for yourself, without impeding or impacting negatively the lives of others. But if somebody intends things into reality, impacting you negatively or anyone else, or themselves, but generally anyone else, it doesn't manifest as easily as if it's positive, because the whole law of intention is based on integriousness. So integriousness is your thought aligning to your word and aligning to your deed. So even if you think something before you do it, and then doing something aligned, and then saying it and then doing it, all aligning to what you intended, where that will fruitify better than somebody who is thinking one thing, doing something, saying something else, and doing something else. And you all know when you come across these people. So my point of this powerful time is it's powerful for you, and it's also powerful for these negative things to happen. But those things won't fruitify or manifest, not half a chance as easily or as yours. And even if it does, it backfires. And why I'm saying this is because I know that you probably come into contact with people or things like this, and I've had questions from clients about this. So I just wanted to address that right off the bat, okay? Coming back to us, we haven't even done the cards yet, but there's so much great astrological things and positive things happening this month, right? So I see that my battery is going to die soon, so I better hurry up because I don't want you to re-record. I think that it is okay. There we go. I hope that is better. Let me try to help you guys. Yeah, it is on, but the lighting is now not so good. I'm so sorry. I should have charged better, but I'm going to try and wrap it up quickly because we've covered the most important things. So my point is that it's a powerful time to set intentions into reality, to manifest your wishes, and also to speak into existence that which you want to create. Create positively for yourself and others, because that's how intentions manifest at a rapid speed, guys. Sometimes you just think something and it's there. It's happened to me, it's happened to you, it's happened to many of my clients, because it's positive and it has a positive intention for yourself and others. Visualize whatever it is you wish to create for the next 6 months, okay? And then the last thing was the Mercury retrograde we spoke of. So I made a few notes for Mercury retrograde. In general, everybody is hesitant about a Mercury retrograde because it's usually a time of transport issues, communication issues, things like that. But it's also a great time of revising, reviewing, rearranging, going over the final details to create a better circumstance for yourself and others. So it serves a purpose. It actually ends up helping you. But this time, this retrograde, which was June 29th, yesterday, until it began, until 23rd of July, so it's about 3.5 weeks. It's also bringing in messages. I've written some notes here. It's bringing in messages, memories, and emotional realizations. Okay, so it could be for any aspect of your life. It could be with family, with colleagues, with close friends. It could be even with yourself. Remembering things or feelings or old emotion that feels new and deeper than expected than before. It could be a cycle or a memory that reveals more tenderness you've held inside you from past pain or patterns, or just different responses you get from yourself or others that helps highlight or exposes areas of your heart that you've helped guided, or you've had guarded, after a while, or after some hurt, or just in general. It could be things that come up now, and more importantly, there could be delayed replies, or even rearranged plans, or heartfelt responses from after some time or after some distance, or a memory returning, like I said, with more emotion. Could be a feeling or a connection showing up from the past that just helps you, show you why your peace needs clear protection. It also helps actually bring healing for you. It also could help you expose what's sitting just beneath the surface for you, in your heart, in your mind, that you've kind of buried. It's helping you, the guys. This Mercury retrograde, is helping you this time. And as this Mercury retrograde closes, okay, the people, feelings, and these memories that return will actually help you feel more understood, and help you understand what your love, your friendship, family, and connections, or past connections, were trying to show you, or show your heart all along. So guys, I just channeled some of those messages for you, and I just did a little bit of research there. So now I want to do the cards, okay? I'm watching the battery on this. I'm sorry for not pausing the video and charging it to let's see if I can make it brighter, to make this brighter, but I'm doing my best here, and I know this way I can actually complete this project before starting something else if I just finish the recording. So hopefully it doesn't cut off, but we have 6 cards that I've pulled already, and they are support, and this is for the next 6 months coming up, okay? Support. We have celebration. Let me show you the cards better. Support. You have lots of support in the next 6 months to manifest your wishes. Celebration. There's going to be lots of cause for celebration. New beginnings. These were great cards, and they were popping out, guys. A whole lot of new beginnings, new abundance, new flowers, new joy. And then you have serenity, came up upside down. Just remember to keep your serenity, keep your head on the ground. With all things going to become a bit busy and chaotic, because when there's abundance and newness, busyness with any aspect of life, business, home, career, work, study, family, things get hectic. So keep your feet on the ground, try to be serene, and focus on the positive, focus on what matters, focus on yourself, focus on healing yourself, focus on the people, places, and things that bring you joy and that help heal you, help you, not hinder you. And then lastly, you have self-acceptance, which is another form of self-love, self-esteem, all of the selves. Yeah, so self-love, focus on what brings you joy, do people, things, places that bring you joy. That is what self-love is. Treating yourself like you would treat somebody else, making that sandwich that is healthier for you than you would make a junk food one that you would do for others. So do it for yourself, talking to yourself lovingly, kindly, more positively, with self-motivation, motivating yourself to fulfill the goals or the tasks you want to perform, making a note, planning, making those tasks to know what your vision for your reality is, and following it through. So whichever area of your whichever area of your life, guys, that you've had setbacks in the last 6 months, whether it's career, family, home, emotion, love life, anything, visualize the outcome you want, visualize the new beginning you want with people, places, or things you want, and manifest that, guys. So visualize it positively as if you've already created it with positive feeling, and manifest it, intend it into reality by not just visualizing it, but affirm it into reality. Like, I am healthy, I am eating healthy, I am exercising healthily, etc. Okay, so let's shuffle this pack, which is the tarot pack. I'm a little nervous, guys. No, I'm joking. So this was popping out. Judgment. Wow, judgment's great to have. It's another word for justice. This is why I like this card. Here's different words, but it's the justice card in the normal tarot deck. It looks really beautiful, actually. There's a huge angel at the top, looks like Archangel Michael, actually, who's the Archangel of Protection. And there's lots of people at the bottom. At first, I thought they would look like they were fighting, but no, actually, they're just looking up at the overarching angel. And so just know that you have an overarching angel, guardian angel, or deity, whatever you believe in, whatever sounds natural for you. But that is watching over you, okay? It's watching over you and the situation, any legal aspects or any aspects that needs justice to be brought into the situation. It's being watched over for you, okay? And that goes with support. The first card we picked, remember, was support. So we're going to pick another card for the second card, which was celebration, and a whole lot fell down. But Ace of Swords is right at the top, and I'm going to take it because Ace of Swords, it's a beautiful, wow, guys. Ace of Swords is all about truth, and it's the ultimate truth. So truth will prevail, integrity will prevail. We've been talking about integrity this entire reading, about your thought matching your word, matching your deed. That will prevail, and there'll be cause for celebration, and victory will be yours. That's what I hear. Victory will be yours. Might have not been in the past, and things might have looked difficult in the past, but it will be yours. And Nine of Wands is shooting out, you guys. It's just attracting my attention. So I'm going to pick it up for the next card. Nine of Wands for new beginnings. Wands energy, well, Eight of Wands, I know, is fast communication. So I think Nine of Wands is also things manifesting and fructifying into reality. Oh my goodness, guys. The card literally fell down, and again, a lot fell, but this was right at the top. This and the Queen of Wands. Wow. So we have Ace of Cups, which is literally an overflow of abundance, of love, of harmony, of all the good things, yeah, in life, all the blessings. And you have Queen of Wands, which showed up, which Queen of Wands is actually a card that signifies Aries. I'm an Aries, but a lot of followers also. So that's great. But guys, everybody has, just so you know, everybody has all signs, aspects and attributes and characteristics, traits of all signs. So if this is showing up, it's for you too, okay? The Queen of Wands energy is about being bold, about being brave, about being daring, about living your dreams, going forth with it with passion, with bringing it into reality, everything we've been talking about. So Ace of Cups is that overflowing, that blessing coming into reality. So this is very positive, guys. It's manifesting the dreams we wish to create, which is what we've been talking about this whole reading. Oh my goodness. Talk about synchronicity and validation. I'm really excited with this energy. I was excited to begin with, to be honest, and now I'm even more excited because it's validating everything, the energy we've had at the beginning. Great guy, great energy, and I've been feeling this, and I think a lot of my clients have too. So wonderful validation. So we have the Ace of Cups coming in for serenity. So reminding you as the blessings come in, remember to keep your serenity, keep your feet on the ground, keep your head, right side up on your shoulders. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is the bold, daring, passionate energy of you manifesting those desires, those blessings, helping it move forward. And focus, it is the clarification for the focus card, because we want you to focus on manifesting those desires of yours, on focus on moving forward. Yeah, it's great that you're moving, but you don't want to be moving in circles. Move forward. Doesn't sound so nice, but it happens to all of us. It happens to me too. Sometimes you're moving and you think it's great, but oh my goodness, that third card that had fallen here, it was the third card. Yeah, that was the fourth. It is the sun. Goodness, and it falls again. This is great energy, guys. And if you know, the sun is about fire. We spoke about the element of fire right at the beginning. It's coming full circles, full circle, speaking about this at the end. The sun is a great card to end with. That's like the outcome. The outcome, which is the clarifier for self-acceptance, is the sun. So focusing on yourself, self-love, self-care, self-wisdom, self-motivation, will be illuminated by the sun. So your self-love, your self-care, everything you put in yourself, focused on yourself to manifest, outcome of that manifestation is the sun. And guys, that's the best card in the zodiac, actually, in the tarot. I'm saying in the zodiac, in the tarot, because the sun is all about fruition, manifestation, but also positively manifesting, positively fruitifying. It's also a male. It signifies a male. So some of you could be having a male baby. It could be any form of fertility. So babies in general, but also a male baby. It could be any abundance of fruition in general, blessings in general. It could be fruition. So fertility in general could be all sorts of fertility. Please don't write me and say, oh, but I'm not having a baby or can't have a baby. No, it doesn't necessarily mean a baby. You will know if it's right for you. But generally, it's symbolic, okay? It's the birth of something new. It's pregnancy. It's being pregnant with possibility. It could be fertile. And that's the outcome, guys. So that's amazing energy to have July. I almost don't want to say goodbye for this reading because the energy is so positive. It's also potent. It's pregnant with possibility, just like we said. So we're going to pull a few more. Let's just pull, just in general, a little bit more, 3, just to give us a little bit of a closing for. Oh, here we are. Falling again. The star. The star fell out, guys. Oh my goodness. Things, maybe we should use this deck more often. Things are falling out quite rapidly with this card. The star is all about hope. Let me show you this card. It's about hope, and it's also about, I think, if you see it in this picture, she's pouring out the cup. Look, and she's going to take obviously more water with this cup, and that's what we spoke about in the reading. We spoke about emptying your cup, letting go. The last full moon, the 29th of June yesterday, was about letting go, releasing what no longer serves you, releasing people, releasing places, releasing things, and it's okay. It's okay to say goodbye. It's okay to release habits also that don't serve you. Is this still recording? Yes. Release, let go. This might cut, just so you know. I bet you might die, and if it does cut, that'll be the end. So I'll tell you goodbye in advance. But funny, I'm talking about buys because we are talking about releasing. Whatever you've had to let go of, know that it was meant to be. Know that it does not serve you anymore. Else you wouldn't have had to let go of it. Universe wouldn't have rearranged itself for you to let go, or for you to see certain things that caused you to want to say goodbye. All of us say goodbye to things all the time. It's part of life. So goodbye, good riddance. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever it is, there's some toxic things, guys, that happen to many people and things in the first half of the year. I've heard many things my clients have. So this is great news. As you let go of that, you're going to be attracting new abundance, new blessings, new opportunities. You're also going to be manifesting them, focusing on your wishes, making them, speaking them into reality, and having the outcome of serenity, the outcome of focusing on yourself, the outcome of focusing on what you wish to have in your life, on your self-love, what motivates you, your time for yourself, energy for yourself, space for yourself, and then the outcome, the possibility, the pregnancy, the potency of new beginnings. Wow, I feel so energized. I hope you feel energized too. And we have the Page of Cups falling out with that card, and I'm going to take it because when I was shuffling before we started, I shuffled both packs. This came up twice, so this is the third time it's coming up within this hour, and I feel it's important. So the Page of Cups, like I said, the cups is all about emotion, yeah, and the page is the beginning. So it could be the beginning of something new for you in your love life. Just the page energy. It's the page. It's not even nowhere near, knight or king. It's page. So it's like a messenger. It's almost like communication that you might be getting as a message or an email or a phone call or some sort of communication, or even a chance meeting or meeting with somebody, but it's something that might not look like a promise, but will become over time something to enjoy, because it's come up with the star card, which is all about everything we've spoken. It's about hope, optimism for the future. That's really an optimistic connection. I think that's helping serve you, bring your fruition into reality, helping you manifest. So any guys, anytime you meet someone new or you think of someone, I always say you feel an energy, right? You got instinct. So when you feel that with somebody, it might not be something that looks very promising, but you feel a positive vibe, go with it, guys. Go with your vibe. As they say, what's popping, what's happening, Gen Z these days. It's usually what's vibing, what's happening now. And then we used to say, I think, what's cutting, yeah, Gen X or millennials, whatever you call us these days. So what's happening, what's popping with your energy? If it's a good vibe when you meet somebody, then go with it. Just go with it, like that movie, Jennifer Aniston movie and Adam Sandler. And the last card, Six of Swords, came up. I'm not thoroughly familiar, as I said, with the middle of the deck, but I'm going to take it because I asked for three cards and three fell out. This was the third one that fell. And Swords is about truth. We spoke about justice that came up. Justice will end up in your favor in the next 6 months, whatever aspect of life you're going through. You don't literally have to go through a law or court case, but any matters that require justice in your life will come through because of your integrity, because of your thought matching, your word matching, your deed. You will achieve it. But Six of Swords is also, if I know, in the normal Rider Waite tarot deck, it's about moving away from things. Again, moving away from things. It's a man in a ship, actually, moving away from things that no longer serve you, and moving. Trying to put this back there, and moving towards. It's also a man in a ship or a boat, moving towards things that serve you. So move towards the things that serve you. Move forward. Remember, we spoke about that. Moving forward. On your projects, on your places, people, things, tasks, goals, wishes, dreams. Create the vision that you want. I always talk about a vision. My people might be wondering, what am I talking about? Am I talking about eyesight? No, I'm talking about the vision for your reality, that which you wish to create in your reality for you. So it could include other people, places, and things, but ultimately it's yours. And you can always change this vision, right? Nobody's stuck in reality, because if you're stuck and you're feeling stuck, then it's only your responsibility to change it, because you have the ability to respond. So you have to assess your vision. 10 years ago, you're probably not having the same vision. If you are, something's wrong, because we are dynamic beings, so we should constantly be revising those visions, because we constantly dynamically changing our emotions, thoughts, words, deeds, and so are the other people in our lives. So if they no longer resonate or relate with you, right? If you're not having a meeting of the minds anymore, whether it's colleague, career, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, it could be anything, right? It could be friend, it could be family. Then there's no longer meeting of the minds. You will have to reassess or readjust your vision. Again, Mercury retrograde, reassess, readjust.